Okay, this is a great question from our pal Kristen Rosario. After the last couple of trailers, as well as the recent previews, do you still believe Tears of the Kingdom should be $70? Which, if you are a Canadian like me, that's $90, pal.
Well,
Rip. That's such an interesting question. And, like, Nintendo has really surprised me the last couple months with some of their pricing choices. Like, I would have never thought, ever, that, like, a Metroid Prime Remastered, a game like that came out that clearly has, like, a lot of work put into it, I would have never thought that would have been cheaper than, like, a standard game. And yet it was $40. And then with this, I was just like, with Tears of the Kingdom, there were the rumors that it was going to be more expensive, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why at this point in the Switch's life would you deviate from the price model that, like, every other game has? So I don't know. Like, it does seem weird. I mean, I don't want this to sound like arrogant and anything like that. Like, I know that it's different for some other people, but, like, I mean, to me, it's like, it's $10. It's whatever. I guess $20 for me, actually. But, like, generally speaking, it's like $10. Like, okay, this game is probably going to give me 100 hours plus of entertainment. So, like, I think that's worth it. And I think that, like, these big games that take forever to develop, like, that's the way that they're going. Like, they're gonna be expensive going forward. So
mhm.
the question was, has what we've seen so far make you think that this game is worth, like, the money? I don't know, like, because we haven't seen that much. It's a good question. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a weird. I don't know. It's a weird thing because yeah, it's gonna be different for everyone. And then I also think back like, um, I don't know. I mean, I guess it just from a standpoint of just financially, it's interesting. But it's a weird thing where I think about like when I'm thinking about how good a game is, I'm not necessarily thinking like what's the what's the value. Obviously, I don't
Hmm.
think that means you should be able to charge whatever you want and price gouge your games, but
Yeah,
there was a whole discussion around, you remember the Link's Awakening
I
remake,
was gonna
right?
bring that up, actually. Yeah.
But like the whole time when that was happening, I was thinking like, yeah, that might be a lot. Also, though, in like 10 years, like, are we gonna talk about that?
Hmm.
One thing Moss points out is like, Majora's Mask was like one of the most expensive games when it came out. Um,
Well, because you couldn't play it without the expansion pass,
right,
right? Yeah.
right, yeah, and not a lot of games had that, so you were most likely gonna have to get it, and so that was probably. I mean, it's always worth keeping in mind, especially when you like want to look at how well a game did sales wise. Maybe the price came into effect, but
Right.
like yeah, the actual talking about it in terms of like the quality of the game is something I can never really do. The game will
Yeah.
be what it is, and I don't know. It might be too expensive for some people. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, certainly for some people, if they're getting this game, I bet there's a lot of people. It's like this is the only game they'll be able to afford like this year. you know?
It's weird, and I was one of those guys, and I still am, that with Link's Awakening, where I thought it was tough to, like, go from Breath of the Wild, which, was 79.99 Canadian, and charge the same thing for Link's Awakening, because, like, in my mind I was like, this is like a 3DS game, and a really good 3DS game, and a really fun 3DS game, but I couldn't get that out of my head for a while. I was like, it's just like, when you have that comparable, it's just kind of, it made it a little bit more tough for me. And that's not to say anything about the quality of the game. Like, it was great, and I happily paid for it. But I think that it was something that was there. I mean, listen, like, I think this game is going to be, like, long, full of fun, adventure, give you lots of hours of entertainment. So do I mind an extra $10? No. Like, do it if it keeps on going up and up and up and up and up. Like, I don't know. We'll see. But we're probably not far away from that either, to be honest. So I guess this is a conversation that we'll be revisiting in the years to come.
My personal opinion is you should just be able to go on your whatever console app and there should be one app that has all media and it's free.
That would
So
be
like all
sweet.
movies, TV, and video games. That's
Oh.
what I want.
Nintendo, are you listening? Make it happen.
Yeah.
That would be. I mean, I would love for like seriously, like I would love for like if Nintendo had like a Game Pass option or something like that. Like you pay whatever amount of dollars a year and you get those games. I'd be all over that.
Yeah.
All over that.
I don't know what it is. I know, like the game should cost whatever it takes to, make it or whatever, but I also imagine there's probably I'm assuming there's probably a high profit margin that they're getting isn't going to the people who made the game.
Let me just say this. Let me say this one last thing, okay? I have more faith that Nintendo charging extra for this game, they put in care and refinement into this than I would if they charge like $70 for like Kirby in the Forgotten Land or like some Kirby game where they just like quickly smashed it out, slapped a gimmick on it, and rush it out as quick as they could. Then they're not have some issues. But this one, I at least have faith. They'll
probably
confidence.
Do that though.
Yeah,
too.
they probably will. They probably will. But I don't know. That's it's an interesting question and a great question that, like I said, I'm sure we'll be revisiting it. We got a couple from Alias X here. What would a 2D style Zelda game look like if it was made into a Mega Man game? I don't know. Probably like a Zelda game,
like
but
side
2D.
scroller.
Yeah, I guess.
But level based. That'd even be kind of cool. I wouldn't care.
I'd probably look a lot like Zelda 2, but just like more level based. Yeah.
What if, and then you could unlock other characters and go through the level? Like, think of in Castlevania 3, where you could be Alucard. You could instead be oh, I'm going to play as Ganondorf or Zelda or Sheik or whatever.
That'd be cool. I mean,
different powers.
I'm at the point where his next question is actually about a Metal Gear Solid crossover and how it would work.
What?
I'm at the point where if it's Zelda, and it's a crossover, I'm so in. I love Zelda. I love my Zelda games traditional, and I love them, the way that I know them. But Cadence of Hyrule and the Tingle games and all these weird Zelda games, I love it. I eat it up. So I don't know. Be pretty cool to have a Zelda stealth 3D action game. I always kind of get the Sheik vibes in my mind, sneaking around and I don't know.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Sheik's Creed.
Maybe Link could be voiced by David Hayter. That'd be awesome.
Yes.
Zelda.
Get the box as one of the items in your inventory.
Navi.
Of course.
Ganondorf is approaching. I don't know. It'd be wicked.
One crucial thing it would have to have is all the weird mechanics.
Absolutely.
Wasn't it what's the one game where you smoke the cigars to
Metal Gear Solid 3, and it decreases your health, but it also it has some
makes
benefit.
Your aim better.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's got to be weird gimmicks like that, but
there's also just got to be weirdness in general, just the weird. There's got to be some option to talk to Navi for 45 minutes about 1960s cinema.
Yes.
Oh, God bless you, Hideo Kojima. Okay, Alias is back with another question. What costumes would you like to see in Tears of the Kingdom? So I'm gonna go the a different route there and assume, because I can't even fathom a guess about what costumes we're gonna see in the game. Actually, I can, because I've looked at the leaked art book, but I digress. And instead, I'm gonna interpret his question as because how you could unlock Dark Link or Phantom or the Ganondorf outfit.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm gonna focus on that. I would say I would love to see a kind of what they did with Mario Odyssey, where they had the 64-bit Link or Mario costume.
Oh,
I would love to see that in this game. I think that'd be awesome.
You can get the models in Resident Evil remakes. Don't they have their low poly models too?
Yes, that would be awesome.
I would love to play as the Ocarina of Time Link.
It'd be so good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they got so many costumes into Breath of the Wild. It's kind of what's left.
I want to see a Mario outfit. I want to see Mario's hat and suspenders and stuff.
Give me the Vaati costume, actually. You know what would be...
Oh, that's actually cool.
You know what would be amazing? It would never happen. But if you got the animated Link costume... like,
Oh
from
my
the show.
gosh.
That would be
TDI link, yeah, that's a whole.
that would
rabbit
make the
hole.
game worth whatever price they wanted to charge. Let me tell you that right now.
Yeah, you could charge anything for it.
Yeah. Okay, who was your favorite Warriors character, and would you like to see them return someday?
Oh, so like the unique ones to Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, was he talking unique? I feel like I don't really have an
Well,
opinion too much on the first one, to be honest. I've only played like a couple hours of it. It wasn't for me.
I mean, there's like Lana and Sia. They were fun. I don't know. I don't know. Volga was kind of
Volga,
awesome.
Yeah, he looks cool.
Wizro.
I don't know if I ever played as Wizro. I don't know.
I think though, if we're talking about both the games, I think Suga, who's like, unique to Age of Calamity, is kind of cool. Like, it's like the
cool.
henchman.
I would be down to see Suga like come back. I think that would be fine.
Suga could fit into like that world still, kind of like I was saying with Tulin, where it's like not really, the same thing, but it, he fits.
I'm gonna be honest. I would say I have two answers. So like, I think that Terrico. I still think they would be cool to have like a little Easter egg in Tears of the Kingdom where like you maybe see Terrico and like I don't know how they would do that, but just like some kind of acknowledgement to that game so it feels like it wasn't a complete waste of your time. And I don't know, actually. I don't know that I want to see him come back, but like I thought the design for Calamity Ganon was really cool in Age of Calamity.
Oh, like yeah, that was cool.
He looked pretty badass. I think that's probably it.
We don't want to see Astor come back.
Oh God, I don't know how many people are clamoring for the battle tested Guardian to return. Maybe there are some people. I don't know. Probably one or two out there in the world. Hey everyone! If you enjoyed this clip and want to see more of the Zelda cast, make sure to head over to your favorite podcast platform of choice and subscribe. There are over 200 episodes in the vault that will provide you with hundreds of hours of Zelda content for you to enjoy. You can listen to us when you're on a walk, fighting Ganon, trying to sleep, whatever. And if you want to see these shows as they happen, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/TheZeldaCast, where you can watch our beautiful faces talk about Zelda every single week. Don't miss out, and we'll see you next time.